to show respect to the audience and respect your own business. It was a way to protect it.
And I'm Kayfabe Avenue, and I'm Kayfabe Focus.
And I'm E.A.
It's Kayfabe Avenue.
Ladies and gentlemen, heels and faces, casual wrestling fans, and all of you smart marks, I am Kayfabe Focus.
And I'm Kayfabe AJ.
And welcome to our AEW Dark Review, where we give you the best in wrestling news, reviews, all for the views, right here on this Kayfabe Avenue. But let's get right into the first match. We have a surprise Dark competitor.
Definitely.
Big surprise.
Is this his first time actually on Dark? I think, right?
I think that he cut a promo on Dark in the past. I'm not too sure about that, but this is his first time actually wrestling on Dark. So, but let's not get into technicals right now. We have the former AEW World Champion Jonathan Moxley, or Mox as people like to call him, and he's facing newcomer Jonathan Cruz. Jonathan Cruz, he's one of these independent guys that's all over, traveling the world and such. Originally from San Juan, Puerto Rico, and basically he's here, he's there, he's everywhere except for Dynamite. But we'll see what happens since he's just recently faced the world champion.
This is a part of AEW's Puerto Rican initiative. I really believe they want to pack a Puerto Rican in every match on the card. And this is just furthering that. It feels like every Dynamite and every Dark has like a new Puerto Rican, or just they find a way to plug one in every match.
Yeah, which is good because it brings up brand new talent and everything, and it also gives us fresh matches. We don't want to see the same cookie cutter matches every episode on Dark, even though that's what they feed us. But Jon Moxley, he comes out with the IWGP US Championship, and basically the way this match goes, it's a squash match, but John Cruz ends up getting a little bit of offense here and there, showing off certain things and everything, showing that he's also a good worker on top of the fact that right now he's about to job for the former world champion. So. And it's crazy because Moxley didn't even do a Death Rider to end the match, or paradigmship.
And this was I blinked and this match was over. He put him in like a guillotine, like hanging, kind of like choke. The dude looked like he died twice. Just put it like that. Dude looked like he died twice. Moxley showed up. It looked like, honestly, Moxley left the main event of last week's Dynamite, went to the back, to the top of the arena, was like, you assholes left? Okay, I'm coming out. We're getting this match done now.
Yeah, he probably
I'm going the fuck home after this. So let's get this done. Gets in the ring, does his entrance, chokes the dude, and it's done.
It's over with very quickly. So Jonathan Moxley, so it's crazy because they're both their name John spells the same too. So basically Moxley won this match via submission. Next, we have a tag team match. We have the new coming tag team, Bear Country, coming from Bear Country, New York, versus the Chaos Project, which is Dr. Luther and Serpentico.
And now, again, continuing the trend of Puerto Ricans in matches with Serpentico. So I'm coming into this match like, oh damn, I don't know who to go for. Do I go for the guys from New York, or do I go for my Puerto Rican brother? Then I look at Luther, and that decision is easy. let me go for Bear Country, because I cannot get behind Chaos Project. Like the gimmicky thing he does with Serpentico, taking a lot of the damage, that is okay. But everything else about the gimmick, the spots they've been in, the matches, nothing has interested me.
I tend to agree, and AEW has this thing where it just seems like almost every episode they put Chaos Project in the main event, and it's like, what's the whole point of us wanting to watch AEW Dark? It's just for the main event to be Chaos Project. If you read all the comments in every fucking social media post, they're burying Chaos Project. This isn't no, oh, he's a heel, we're gonna boo him. This is that, oh no, they're that bad and they shouldn't have to be.
Jericho couldn't even give this guy the rub to get him over. The match that Jericho showcased Luther for the 30th anniversary of Jericho in the business, the match was horrible. And this was supposed to be Luther's coming out party to a main event position, to a spotlighted match on the card. It was supposed to be special. I didn't see a single fan coming out of that match. I didn't see a single person saying, I'm interested in Luther now.
Not at all.
Or who's this Luther guy? I want to see more. I haven't seen not one person, come from that direction when it comes to Chaos Project.
I haven't seen anybody give any type of praise when it comes to Chaos Project.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, with Bear Country, all I'm seeing is positive reviews when it comes to them ever since they debuted and everything. And I like this match in particular because, they're both winning teams. This is not a traditional squash match. You really did not know who was going to win, but thank God Bear Country got the win with the assisted splash for the win. So now Bear Country's now 3-3 in tag team win losses.
They need, Chaos Project aside of how people feel about them, AEW and particularly with the Dark Show, they needed to have more matches of this caliber for the simple reason is we don't know, like you said, we didn't know who was gonna win going in. It could have went either way, and honestly, people probably wouldn't have cared in what direction the match would have won, but it would have been, at least a surprise. A lot of these matches on Dark, and that's why the coverage is few and far in between as far as Dark goes, because a lot of the content they put, it's very predictable.
It's not that it's only predictable. It's literally the same match over and over again. Yeah, I could tell you about this Red Velvet match, but what am I going to tell you different from the previous Red Velvet match that she squashed somebody? What am I going to tell you about, name a winning wrestler right now?
A winning wrestler?
Yeah.
Sammy
Guevara. Sammy Guevara had a couple matches on Dark, but if he always wins, you're not gonna care. Mm-hmm. If he and if you have somebody facing somebody that's always gonna lose, like hello, you're not gonna bet money on that guy.
Yeah, it's true.
At all. I think there's no point of watching it. It takes away from the fun of it.
I think they started to drift away from having Dark as just the jobber show or the advancement show. They've been, especially the past couple of weeks, especially with the Impact stuff that's going on and now New Japan, they've been trying to elevate Dark in a way that they showcase a lot more people, and it's not just squash matches and jobber matches back to back to back, but in normal circumstances, that's the reality of Dark. It's just a bunch of advancement matches or squash matches. So, I think
claw their way up to the top, right?
Huh?
They're all just trying to claw their way up to the top.
Yeah, I mean, which makes sense, but they have to have more variety. And I feel like this was one of those episodes that it felt like they switched things up in a way that everything didn't feel like I can just predict every match, and that was a good change of pace.
Yeah. So speaking of good tag team, despite having Chaos Project in it, let's go into the next match where they do everything bad, and it's the Butcher and the Blade with the Bunny versus Jake St. Patrick and Sage Scott. I'll be honest, this match was quick, but I was already annoyed by it. Please tell the Bunnies to stop laughing throughout the whole match,
especially when there's no crowd and we can.
Bro, that's all you hear. Like, if I wanted to hear a witch's laugh, I'll just go on any Halloween playlist and just keep on listening to that. I do not need to hear the bunny laugh every single time.
I mean, honestly, they don't give her much to do. They don't.
They don't because in reality, where is she in the rankings? Although in the bottom, and it's fucked up because she's actually pretty good. But would you know that, or would you care to realize that? It's like
I haven't seen the Bunny showcase in a in a winning or competitive light since
She
Brandy
hadn't
used her.
she hadn't had a match since leaving Brandy.
That's what I'm saying. Since Brandy used her in the tag team, a tag team medal tournament, whatever the fuck it was, for the tag team medals. Yeah,
Yeah.
she hasn't been used in any good light. And they kind of just injecting her into this Jade Cargill Shaq story. So I'm not expecting big things from that either. They gave me no reason to care about Red Velvet.
Red Velvet. We're talking about the bunny.
I mean, well, the bunny. Sorry, I'm thinking about Red Velvet. That's another person who's been showcased here and there in the same kind of way, just used for the purpose of Brandy. That's probably why I got confused real quick, because the bunny was used in the same light. Brandy needed a purpose. She used the bunny for the tag team tournament, and
Yeah,
now
It seems like
Brandy's
Brandy
using
definitely.
Red Velvet to cover her shit with Jay Cargill and Shaq. So
Yeah,
you can take the bunny out and you can put anybody else in, and it's kind of the same situation with all these extra girls on the roster.
Basically, because it's like you took out the bunny, put in Red Velvet, same storyline.
It's the same situation.
Except
That's how crazy it is that my mind went from bunny to Velvet, and it's literally the exact same thing.
yeah.
But
So and it's not, huh?
Any, like, as far as this match goes, though,
I mean,
particular
it's a
stood
squash
out?
match. No, it's
Yeah,
a squash match. This shit lasted like 30 seconds tops.
yeah.
They absolutely destroyed these guys, and obviously Butcher and Blade gets the pinfall victory. So let's go on to a next match, to a match that I was very excited for when I first heard it announced. We have Shayna versus Renee Michelle. Now,
Shayna? Didn't they call her
yeah,
Shayna? Yeah.
Shanna,
Shanna?
Shan, and then Nah,
I thought they called her Shayna.
Nah, Shan, Nah. So Shanna currently is 6-6 in the women's overall, and then we have Renee Michelle, which is, if people who know, that's Drake Maverick's wife. She was actually part of the WWE storyline where Drake Maverick had the 24/7 title and everything.
Trying to consummate the
WWE,
marriage for like 2 months.
yeah, WWE kind of dropped the ball not signing her, but it is what it is. Who knows? Maybe Renee didn't want to go on that grueling schedule that her husband does. But with
I don't
this
know.
match,
I feel like they didn't even give her any real try. Like, it was just segments for Drake Maverick, but she didn't get like legitimate matches, anything like that.
she didn't have any matches
That's what I'm saying.
at all.
So
They didn't use her for potential.
yeah, I don't think they even tried to use her at
No,
all. She was
not
just
even.
eye candy for a few weeks.
It's like, yo, she doesn't even have like an NXT developmental contract. Like, are you serious?
Yeah, that was ridiculous to me. Isn't she a part of some wrestling organization or whatever?
Beyond Wrestling?
There's something with like a lingerie or some shit like that. She's like in a special niche wrestling, isn't she?
Something like that. Yeah, I think her and some other female wrestlers, they do fantasy dream matches on Patreon and such, or something like that.
Yeah, so she was a part of that. That's kind of where I knew her, of her wrestling background. But yeah, WWE didn't use her at all. I was really interested in where that was gonna go. She obviously has a good look, different from a lot of the other girls that we see coming in and out. She was definitely unique in her own way, and it took Dark to debut her in this match against Shana, and she looked good. Honestly, impressive. It made me question why WWE didn't do anything with her to begin with.
Can you say that again?
I said, she was impressive in this match, and it made me question why WWE didn't do anything with her to begin with.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, this match was a very good match. Like, both of these women are talented. They have big futures if they decide to stay in AEW or not. Well, I know Shanna's
I'd go as far as to say that at this point of the match, is this point of Dark, this is probably the match of the night so far.
Yeah,
I go
I
as
would
far as to say
say
that.
so. So, anyways,
squash match, decent match, and then
yeah.
squash match. So
Yeah. So Shanna gives Michelle her finisher, which is the Tiger Suplex pin. The only thing is that she didn't do it correctly.
Oh yeah.
And she had to release it, whatever, but she still ended up doing the pinfall at the end for the win.
It looked like she kind of dropped on her head.
Yeah, I think what happened was that her hand slipped up a little bit, and so hopefully Renee was okay with that, and but
she was trying to give her the Big Bang attack or final flash or something. She had the Vegeta attire on that was like inspired by the fans' request. So Shayna had that. So she was trying to Dragon Ball Z her shit with that finisher and get her out of here.
Yep. So then we have.
It was good though.
Yeah. So we have Shanna is now 7-6 in her overall career. Next, we have another tag team match. We have the Dark Order's 3 and 4, Alex Reynolds and John Silver versus Eric James and VSK. Now, this was a good match despite being obvious squash match. That obviously the Dark Order gave Eric James and VSK a little bit of shine so they could get their stuff in and everything. I know that Alex Reynolds hit Eric James with a crazy elbow that was very, very loud. So, I hope he's okay with that. And then
for me, the big moment of this, I feel like this match and the match after this, I feel like they were trying new things. Like they went in there like, let's test out a new move and see where that brings us. And then the next match, the guys came and tried to top that. But in this match, Dark Order, Reynolds and Silva, they do this kind of like first time I've ever seen it. It was like a Canadian Destroyer DDT.
They call it the Dark Destroyer.
But it was like both of them
did
the Canadian Destroyer flip, but then the end of it was a double DDT. So this guy was like straight on his head, looked like a pencil stabbed on a desk. Like it was crazy. It was crazy.
That's the thing with the Dark Order. Alex Reynolds and John Silver, they always come up with tag team and trio moves and everything. You should see what they do with Preston Vance number 10, where they do the Tilt-A-Whirl. So but obviously
put it into a title situation, or at least brought up the card that they're in the conversation.
Yeah. So right now, Dark Order is at 7 and 8 in their overall tag team. And hopefully, maybe soon we'll see them a challenge for the tag team championships. Next, we have the Jurassic Express with Marco Stunt versus Baron Black and John Schuyler.
I can't stand Baron Black's gimmick. Oh God.
Well, let's say the truth. In the past couple of weeks, Baron Black has been trying to change his gimmick.
He's been in the Sammy's vlog speaking to what's his name? QT.
Yeah. So basically, he's been trying to get away from that ugly face mask.
That ugly ass bootleg Shao Kahn headdress. Get that shit out of here.
So who knows? Maybe we'll see him become more of away from what he is right now, which I'm not even sure what his gimmick is at all.
It's a bootleg Shao Kahn. That's what I gather from it.
But anyways, the Jurassic Express wins just like that with the back suplex into the sit out powerbomb combination.
That was fire. That's what I'm saying. I feel like this move was like, oh wait, hold up. Dark Order just pulled out a new move. Okay, Jurassic Express turn. Let's do this. The back suplex sit out powerbomb. It kind of looked like it was a Destroyer variant too. The way that Jungle Boy like flipped over, kind of like not so much, maybe like a sunset flip. It looked like that.
It's a belly to back suplex with Jungle Boy catching it into a power bomb.
That shit was crazy. That hats off to those guys. Jurassic
Express, the thing is that they've been using it
in ring. They've been top notch the past couple of weeks.
They've been using this. They've been using this finisher on Dark for a couple of weeks. So it's good that that they're actually doing something with it. And who knows? I think that Jurassic Express is currently the number 2 contenders under
Yeah, they're fighting for it with FTR. That's the
yeah,
storyline they're locked in right now. So, which is great because I feel like if anybody is gonna bring the best out of Jurassic Express on a wrestling level and even on a promo level, is FTR. FTR is one of those classic tag teams, and I feel like their in-ring work needs to rub off on the rest of the roster as far as tag team ring psychology, tag team match rulings and stuff like that. FTR is like top of the game when it comes to the full package, in-ring work, moves, look, promo work, psychology, everything. They're like the top tag team as far as the overall package of presentation. So the fact that they're working with Jurassic Express can only mean bigger and better things for both groups, and especially for Jurassic Express. I think Jungle Boy has been excelling and like just hitting a new level because of FTR and the opportunities that he's been having the past couple of weeks. So
yeah.
definitely did enjoy this match. It was not super competitive. It was a pretty straightforward, quick match. But that final, that shit.
I would say this is a squash match.
That's why I said it was quick. It wasn't really competitive, but
it wasn't
that
competitive
ending,
at all.
that
Basically,
ending was crazy.
Luchasaur, because you gotta think about it like this: Jungle Boy started it, beat both of their asses by himself. Tags in Luchasaurus, he whoops everybody's ass. Then they do the finisher, and then that's it.
And then we got Marco Stunt talking shit,
kicking
match
Baron
like
Black
he
out
just
of
earned the match himself. Ends up kicking the guy out the ring. Mad disrespectful. Somebody needs to just pop up and smack the shit out of Marco Stunt. Like, bah, you don't do nothing in here. why you picking on the jobbers? But it was funny. It was a good overall situation. Quick, like we said, Dark is full of a lot of those quick squash matches, or they like to run through. They usually have like 12 to 15 matches on any given card. So this one didn't feel like it was too long. It didn't feel like they stretched it out too much, and all the matches kind of flowed pretty good. It didn't feel like I was there, for an overextended amount of time watching the show. It flows pretty good. And that's one of the rare things that Dark has issues with, as far as perfect timing and flowing through the match. Sometimes I feel like I've been here for how long watching this show, but this one was
30 years.
Yeah, this one was actually really good, really well timed. But before we get to the next match and the rest of Dark, let's take a quick second to take a break to our sponsors, the people who keep the lights on, keep this Kayfabe Avenue train running. So we'll be right back after these messages.
And we're back with our AEW Dark coverage. We're going into our 7th match out of the night out of 12. We have Tanara Conti versus with Anna Jay versus Verdi Vixen. Verdi Vixen.
First time I'm hearing of a.
You know what? There's already Vixens in AEW. That's Nyla Rose and Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah, I guess she's gonna end up being a shoe-in for that group.
Well, needless to say, Tay Conti eventually gets the pinfall with this. It wasn't that much of a competition. Anna Jay was basically showing off her dominant side and everything, and basically making sure that she's dominant in the ring and everything. And Conti hits her with two crazy knee strikes, and then eventually made her tap out with the rear naked choke for the win. Tay Conti is now 10-3 in women's competition, and I believe she's starting to rank on the ranking system as well.
Yeah, I like Tay Conti. It's about time that they start developing her in a better way. I want to see Anna Jay developed a little bit more. I want to see her have a little bit more matches too. I'm kind of getting annoyed at this chauffeur thing she's doing. She's valeting for everyone, and I want to see more of Anna Jay. Her last match with Shida impressed me, so I don't know why they're waiting to showcase her, give her own matches.
I think it mostly has to do with they don't want the Dark Order coming to the women's storylines, because the women's storylines is already muddied enough as it is, and they don't need to drag gold through the mud.
All right.
With
So
that, people
take Conti for the win with I think she did it with a new move, right? Does she usually do the she had like a leg assisted rear naked choke? Does she usually do that move?
No, I have a feeling that she's trying to do the Queen Slayer just like Anna Jay does.
Okay.
Because Anna Jay's trying to recruit her to the Dark Order and everything. So I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they're trying to do with that. So we'll see what happens with that. I think they're trying to hold off on Ty joining the Dark Order just until they have a women's tag team titles, because it seems like that's exactly what they're going with in the story with Anna Jay and Tay Conti.
At this point, they need the women's tag titles just so they could have a reason to mask some of the shortcomings of some of the women's division and pair them with people who can actually help them elevate their game and help showcase these ladies in a good position and like I said, just mask the shortcomings. So it's overdue. And honestly, if they bring out these titles, Mabu Velise and the Amante need to be the champions.
I mean, they're already all the champions. They just can't defend the championship.
Heavy air quotes right now. Heavy air quotes.
So next we have the 8th match, which is Eddie Kingston versus Aaron Solo.
Who?
Let's just skip this match.
Mr. Bailey?
Yeah, Mr. Bailey. Let's just skip this match. Eddie Kingston wins, spinning back.
Ding dong, hello. You know he's losing. Like, come on, man.
What do you want me to say about?
I'm sorry I'm being harsh on Aaron Solo, but I have not seen him once showcase in a way that I was, in any way leading to believe he'll win. So he's another like Lee Johnson. How long we waited for Lee Johnson to get a damn win?
29 losses.
So it's another situation like that. Not only that, I feel like the people that he's been paired with have already excelled past him. So, not a knock on him. It's not.
I mean, the thing is that
I can gravitate to.
He's still one of the wrestlers in training at the Nightmare Factory. So I'm guessing they're not going to give him a win until he graduates. Because I'm pretty sure Lee Johnson just graduated and they gave him a win. But hey, at least
they were like, hey, Lee, you finally get a win. And guess what? We'll finally support you.
What I know was crazy.
For 1 week.
He's the Nick Camarado joined the Nightmare family a couple of weeks ago. He already got a couple wins.
Yeah, he already got wins and support from the Nightmare family.
Anyways, let's go to the next match.
Make this shit up. Next match? What match? This next match wasn't even a match.
The 9th match featuring Ricky Starks with Hook versus Casey Navarro Spear. Ricky Starks to win. Let's go to the 10th match.
First of all, awesome spear. I love the way Ricky Starks does it. But yeah, this was a glorified reason to have him on commentary. Which is not a problem for me. I like Ricky Starks, but one foot off, like he jumps off 1 foot, boom, spear is over.
So just to get in perspective on the match time is 4 seconds. 4 to 5 seconds. There you go. Good job, Casey Navarro.
So let's move on because I actually have bars for this next.
Oh man, I already know.
I actually have some bars.
You know what? Before you even say your bars, I did some of my research. But let me start talking to this. So we have. Well, this is All Friends Wrestling. So we got to have the Young Bucks' best friend. We have
Brandon Cutler.
Dungeons and Dragons, Dragonborn, Dragon, Brandon Cutler versus Mr. Mysterioso. Now,
Big Papa Mysterio.
Big Papa Mysterio. Now, I recently found out after this match that the original Rey Mysterio, not Rey Mysterio Jr. that we currently see, that's the legend, but the original Rey Mysterio trained this Mysterio. So technically, he is part of the Mysterio family.
Okay. You have redeemed at least half the bars that I had for this guy. But he can still bring that ass here because your man's got the Scott Steiner fucking chainmail mesh on his head with the Rey Mysterio Roman brush mask on top of his head. Then he got the Mystico meets Sin Cara in a battle for who wins the gimmick pants. Like,
What you saying is Sin Cara red and Sin Cara black and Sin Cara blue?
I feel like in the middle of Sin Cara and Mystico fighting for their gimmick, somebody was taking nose copying both of them. And then they went and got 5 surgeries on their right knee to be like Rey Mysterio.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean this. I'm not gonna lie.
If he was trained by the original Mysterio, that's cool, okay? Because the mask is Rey Mysterio's mask. Like, you're not telling me the design. The only thing different is the actual feathers that are here, but the same exact design as Rey Mysterio's, even with the Roman top. Okay, so you can have a similar style to your trainer and have that homage and pay that respect. That's cool. Where the fuck was the training?
That's what I wanted to know.
This was the heaviest, most botchiest luchador coming from the Mysterio clan or training system that I've ever seen, bro. He botched like almost every move.
And then on top of that, he also looked like every single member of Lucha House Party rolled into one with none of the talent.
You know what he looks like? He looks like if Eddie Guerrero actually had legitimate results that he was Dominic's real poppy, and Rey Mysterio spent the last couple years on a fucking alcoholic binge, just getting drunk and realizing that he spent all these years with his family and supporting his wife, and she was over there giving it to Eddie Guerrero. I feel like if this storyline had any truth to it, and Eddie was this poppy, this Mysterioso guy would be Rey Mysterio having gone through hell, losing his family and his best friend in one shot. I feel like this was the results of the alternate reality Dominic I'm your poppy storyline.
Granted. So let's stop shitting on Mysterio. So
Mysterio.
Yeah, I think he's buried already. So Cutler connects with his springboard, through the legs, elbow drop for some reason. Are you doing at one, or is he dunking, Brandon?
I don't know. I think he's on fire. He's been playing a little bit too much NBA Jam, and he's doing his on fire animation, but there's no basketball, so he just ends up dropping the elbow instead. I don't know what's going on with Cutler's elbow drop. I will say this. When I saw it, like, I didn't even realize that that's his finisher. He's been doing it for a while. The first time he pulled it out, even the commentator was like, "Oh, what was that? Oh, okay."
No, he actually has 2 finishers. He has 2 finishers. He has a gut check, which he lifts somebody's up and then brings them down to their knee, and then he has this bullshit.
Yeah, so this bullshit. The first thing I saw was first thing I thought when I saw it was only Macho Man Randy Savage, maybe Shawn Michaels, and Kairi Sane can get away with finishing somebody with an elbow drop. I haven't seen anyone that made it believable or made it look good enough for me to say that can be a finisher. And Brandon Cutler, I don't care how tall the fuck you are and how many times you clap your hands between your legs, it does not look like a good finish. Set up for a finish, yeah, but to end it like this, I'm supposed to believe in in Mysterioso.
And then on top of that,
This-
I feel like he was way too close to the ropes that he was springboarding off of. It's like, yo, bro, you're tall. You gotta make sure this dude is a little distant, because yo, it seemed like he almost tripped himself dropping down. Because like, oh shit, I did it too close. Oh fuck.
Yo, listen, this alternate reality Rey Mysterio, he needs to realize that he
And
doesn't
this
have to pay
alternate,
child support. You feel me? Dominic is grown now, and you know he should have took it as a positive. Like, you know what? I don't have these bills and responsibilities anymore. Instead of getting into a drunken mess, you know, go to rehab, bruh. Like, it's okay, alternate reality Mysterio. Yeah, I'm sorry. But
somewhere, Rey Mysterio.
the whole time I'm like, his mask, his gimmick is disrespectful to me and this wrestling business. Like,
Yo, it's funny because I have a feeling they're gonna start giving him the Ryan Namath treatment in a couple weeks.
He's about to be the shadow of the clone on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So now Brandon Cutler's 9-26 overall. But let's get into our 11th match.
Was it a match?
Hobbs connected with the town business on Rising for the win. 11-10 for
I guess this is just a
Hobbs.
team. This is a team task thing. Let's go win. Smash them 4 seconds and it's over.
To be honest, this lasted longer than Ricky Stark's match, only because Will Hobbs is bruh man from the fifth
He's
floor.
really bruh man.
Yo,
this
this
is really bruh man.
Yo, ever since I said that, like, I'm telling you, this is bruh man right here.
Your man's did the what's it called? The body. I forgot the type of body press slam or whatever.
It's called the town business.
He didn't even know how to pin the dude.
That's how green he is.
He was confused. He was like, "Bam!" The ref is already counting. He's like,
"Oh fuck!
Leave the leg. Should I lift the leg? Put the leg down?"
No.
All right, it's over.
No, he was looking around because he realized that he wasn't looking towards the hard camera. He's like, "Fuck! I should have tilted him." That was the confusion. Like, I should have fucking tilted him.
I should have had more rotation
looking at the hard camera.
Yeah. He's like, where the fuck is the camera? Where's the camera?
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Team Taz.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on.
Everybody who commented about this match, everybody that comments about this match always says the same thing about Will Hobbs. So much fucking potential, but greener than the mask.
Greener than the
Jim Carrey mask.
Jim Carrey in the mask. Yeah, he definitely is. But I do like what he brings to the table, though.
But I say within a year he'll be perfect. Like he'll iron all of that things out and everything. He'll be good, because it's just right now where it's just that he needs to learn this sort of thing, and it's not this sort of thing where you learn from a training camp or anything. This is one of those things where you learn from experience. Yeah. After going out every moment, now he realized, oh, the camera's right there. Next time I do that, slam him right there. I look at the camera.
Jokes aside, you have to really look at Will Hobbs before they brought him to the main roster, before they actually signed him, and then look at him after Team Taz picked him up, and right now, completely two different Will Hobbs. He's still green, but you can see the growth. If you watch BTE, his little segments backstage, being the bully, robbing people's iPhones and stealing their women and shit, you could tell he's gonna be a player. They just have to continue to mold him the right way. And Team Taz and just Taz behind them, honestly, he's got the best support system right now. Way better than them, Nightmare Family guys. I'll tell you that.
Oh, definitely.
I haven't seen growth from anyone who they've picked up in the Nightmare Family. I'm not gonna say Lee Johnson had growth because he finally won. I'm not gonna say that. I want to see him in a real storyline, an actual feud, and then I'll say he has growth. but I haven't seen anyone in the Nightmare Factory elevate their game because they are in the Nightmare Factory or Nightmare Family. Team
Yeah.
Taz, on the other hand, Ricky Starks is becoming a household name. Will Hobbs is elevating his game week to week. Brian Cage, not so much, but he's still in the topic of conversation and still in big storyline matches. So more of that from Will Hobbs.
I want to see Hook do something though. You know,
Yeah, Hook has been just literally like a silent manager, a silent valet.
like
So
at least like yo,
I want to
they
see him
could
in a
put
match. Put him on
they
Dark.
could put at least with Fuego.
Speaking of Fuego,
Speaking of Fuego, we're going into our 12th match of the night, and which is our main event. We have, of course, Fuego del Sol, Game On, Flame On, and they're going against the Nightmares Factory, some bearded crazy guy named Nick Camarado with two washed up husbands. But, anyways, let's
somebody comb his hair, man. He out here looking like Braun Strowman, Wyatt family days. That man needs a brush.
Bruiser Brody.
That man needs a brush, bro. You could be crazy, big, and dominant, bro, but get a brush. Get a brush.
You know, I realized who he looks like. He looks like Mason Ryan if he had hair on him.
He looks like the love child of Mason Ryan and Braun Strowman, for sure, for sure. But
so, anyways, Fuego almost hits the tornado DDT, but Nick Camarado hits that power to power slam for the victory. That was him, right?
Yeah.
That he lifted him up, transitioned to another power slam for the victory.
Yeah, he like tossed him straight into the air, caught him mid-air, slammed him. Of course, when you doing it to somebody the size and stature of Fuego, is gonna look fucking ridiculous. Shouts out to Fuego, man. People not giving him credit for actually making these guys look good in his defeats. And I just love Fuego, man. He's hilarious. Big part of all these skits on Sammy's vlog and even on BTE. So I'm hoping that this still continues the feud between him and QT Marshall, and they end up having that match on Dark, and that'll be Fuego's victory. I'm hoping.
They actually announced the match on Sammy's vlog. It's not gonna happen on Dark though.
When is it gonna happen?
It's gonna happen March 19th on Sammy's vlog. Right? Wait, is one of these Tuesdays on March? Hold on, let me see which Tuesday it is.
March 19th is a Friday.
Then it's either March 9th or March 16th. Is when he's gonna face Fuego del Sol on Sammy's vlog.
Yeah. I mean, that's been the great showcase of Fuego on Sammy's vlog, so it makes sense. But I want to see Fuego actually, get that earned spot, that earned contract. He's been a highlight for me, so I just want to see that full circle storyline come along, and then Sammy's on his own, so maybe Sammy can start building his own family or his own stable, and I'd love to see Fuego a part of that.
Sure, I would love to have him, John Cruz, Alex Gracia, Evilise, and Diamante as well, all in one stable. But hey,
yeah. So
what do I know? I just review things.
Yeah. So this was a pretty quick match, squash. Fuego got a couple things in, went for the tornado DDT, but obviously he's not hitting that. He's not hitting it. But I did enjoy it. Like I said, as far as the overall episode goes, this was one of those good darks that I feel like it flowed perfectly. It didn't drag. The squash matches that were like instant squashes made perfect sense. Everyone pretty much looked good in defeat, and everyone who did get a victory did look good in these matches. Barring
unless your name is Casey Navarro. Unless your name is Casey Navarro or Ryzen.
Yeah, that too. And the clone, the alternate reality Rey Mysterio as well. So with that being said, I think I personally give this episode of Dark a 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah, it's definitely better than most darks, but it's not the best dark. So I would say give it like a 7.5.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. So with that being said, we can do this all day. Focus. Where can
Can
you
we?
find me? Sure
You
can.
could find me on Instagram, Tenshi_Muyo. Send all my hate mail to EA at E.A on Twitter. Like, share, and subscribe.
EDOTA on Twitter. He handles all
So,
our hate mail.
so also like, share, and subscribe all of our YouTube videos. Listen to us on Anchor, Castbox, Xbox, PlayStation, wherever it is that you wanna
Everywhere.
listen to.
So if you want a more direct way to find us, you can find us collectively at Kayfabe Avenue on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. Join the group, join the conversation. Head on over to our YouTube channel at Kayfabe Avenue. Like, share, and subscribe. Speaking of subscribing, click on that support link on Anchor, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you're listening to us. We're on all major streaming podcast networks. So check us out at Kayfabe Avenue and donate what you can. Keep the lights going. Keep this Kayfabe Avenue train moving. Like I said, I have been Kayfabe AJ. That's been Kayfabe Focus. This has been the AEW Dark Wrap Up. With that being said, Kenny, take us home.
Good.